and we're in it for a treat to hear from him. He, before Primerica, guys, was a student, right? He was making more than $100 million a year with the company before he was age 30. He was in the top 10 entrepreneurs list under age 30. He's the founder of the Animal Justice League of America, and is an Amazon best-selling author of his book called God Wants You to Win. There's not a better leader in the country, you guys. Give it up to the incredible Shane Rudman. Thanks a lot, Shane.
Thank you, Tom. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, just so I know. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Look, folks, getting wealthy is about timing, not talent. You've heard a couple of people talk about if you've ever dreamt of being at the right place at the right time. Folks, we are here. We have an opportunity to get wealthy in spite of ourselves if we're willing to do a little bit of research and they're willing to focus very hard for a short period of time. It's amazing what's going on in our country right now. A study was done, there was polling done, and well over the majority of millennials, which are those people that are, under 32, kind of that group of folks that are in the workforce, would take up to a 25% pay cut if they could improve their quality of life to work at home. Folks, you're hearing tonight about a company that's giving you the opportunity to onboard from the comfort of your own home. What we're going to talk to you about having the opportunity to do, everyone you know and every other millennial and the 7.5 million small business owners that Willie alluded to earlier have the exact same opportunity to onboard from the comfort of their own home, to get licensed into a brand new professional industry from the comfort of their own home, to get trained, get that $7,100 bonus for drinking water and watching, okay? But get trained into a brand new industries, plural actually. Tom referred to all the different businesses that we're in and that we can get into, and be able to do business, own companies in all 50 states in the United States, and all of it from the comfort of your own home and the comfort of their own home. Nobody has to leave home if they don't want to. Folks, we are in the process of the greatest creation of wealth. There is going to be the biggest wealth transfer in history. You can sit around and bitch about it, watch the news, and watch everybody else bitch about it, or you can pray for clarity, pray that you can push the common sense button on your forehead and take advantage of what I said and I believe in the court of law in front of 12 jurors, that I could prove this is the greatest economic opportunity of our lifetimes. Here's our 43-year track record, folks. We've already developed millions, not a few 100,000, millions of the happiest clients on the face of the planet. The Dalbar Award, 17 years in a row. Google that, look it up. It means our clients think we hung the moon. We dramatically impacted their lives in a positive way. We made a difference. I call what I do a ministry. We're making a difference in people's lives. Millions of happy clients. That 43-year track record, we developed more people that make more money than any other company on the face of the planet. Think about that. We have developed more people that make more money than any other company on the face of the planet. If you were looking for an opportunity, folks, wouldn't it be nice to have one that had a track record of paying more people more money than any other company on the face of the planet? Google it. Pay attention right now, but in 5 to 10 minutes when we're finished, Google who pays the most people 6 figures. Folks, it's us. And then Morningstar, the most credible financial rating institution, says we will be as disruptive to the financial industry as Amazon was to retail. Folks, you're on the ground floor of, again, the greatest economic opportunity of our lifetime. So if that's true, I mean, a fancy way of saying right place, right time is synchronicity. You can look that up. The definition of synchronicity is the simultaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related but have no discernible causal connection. It means they have absolutely nothing to do with each other, but it looks like they were all orchestrated to come together on purpose. If you're a believer, you would call what has happened in our company and our country and our world with a pandemic, a multi-billion-dollar company that had invested for 2.5 years in technology, Zoom, and then already relationships with all the state governments and federal governments to push a button and allow us to basically be in the same Zoom. It's like we're in the same room. We're the only company on the face of the planet, given all the privileges that we have. We're at the right place at the right time. So why? If somebody hesitates, why would they hesitate? The exact same reason I hesitated. I almost said no, folks. Here's why. Here's the 2 homes I grew up in. I did not think this was something I could do. Okay. I grew up in a trailer park. We did have a double wide. Okay. So it was, we were uptown in the trailer park we were in, but my mom and dad were married to each other 3 times, married and divorced to each other 3 times. Guess I didn't try. Okay. But because of that broken home, we were under financial stress. Depending on which parent I lived with, I lived in one of these 2 homes most of the time. Okay. I grew up on food stamps and welfare. I was flunking out of college. I was delivering ice in an ice truck making just over minimum wage. I was going to turn down the opportunity. But when they showed me the rule of 72, it blew my mind. I didn't know somebody like me that lived where I lived could get a professional manager to manage my money. The same people that manage the people that dumped in 25 million, I could put in just $25 and get the same people to manage it. I decided I would go to work part-time, not because I believed I could do it, but because I felt morally obligated to introduce my Todd Bosler to all my friends and family. So they had a chance, at least a chance, to get educated about money and help them get debt-free and financially independent. Okay? So like I said, I didn't think I could do it, but I thought I'd at least try so I could introduce my friends and family. My first year, they paid a little over $26,000. And I thought, why am I going to school? Not ever going to graduate anyway. So I quit school, went full time. They paid me $50,980 my second year, then $112,000. Then I moved to Kansas City. They paid me $140,000, then $160,000, then $400,000, then $600,000, then $800,000, then $931,000. And by 30, they were paying me over $1 million a year, and they've sent me over $50 million. And that's only growing 2% market share. Look at this, folks. I've since moved. Okay, I moved here 20 years ago. All right, I just did a post on Facebook. If you want to go follow me on there, we're replacing a lot of these windows you see in here right now. But I'm sitting in those 3 windows right there. That's my own home office that I'm doing this Zoom from right now. Folks, I'm living, breathing proof how incredible this opportunity works. Mark Cuban, the multi-billionaire owner of the Dallas Mavericks, star of Shark Tank, was quoted as saying a few months ago, we're in the process of quickly moving from America 1.0 to America 2.0. Somebody has a vision out there, what we're going to look like when we get to the other side. And we look back in 5 years, we're going to realize that there were 5, 10, but maybe 25 amazing companies that just led us through to a brighter future. Folks, we're one of those companies. Do not let your own poor self-image bias your opinion on the opportunity you're being shared with tonight. They've sent me 50 million, and that was just as we grew 2% market share. We're going to grow. Some experts believe we can get 40 to 60%. If we just get 10% market share, folks, we got to develop another 15,580 people that make over 100,000. If we already had 15,000, I need a couple thousand more. Opportunity still be great, but not as great. We got 15,000. We got to develop close to 400 more people to make over $1 million. Yeah, but can anybody get 10%, Shane? Toyota already has over 10% of the auto industry. Walmart, 25% of the grocery industry. Coca-Cola has 43% of the entire beverage industry. Amazon, 49% of everything sold retail. Apple, 12 or 13 years ago, didn't even have a phone. They weren't even in that business. They now have 49% of all the phones in the world. Desktop computers, Microsoft, most of you are watching us through one of their products. They have over 90% of the desktop market, computers, operating systems. Folks, you're at the right place at the right time. If you're afraid you can't do it, you can introduce us to somebody that can. And if they're the right person, you could get paid millions of dollars. The guy that interviewed me, I was a 21-year-old kid that nobody would have thought of would have done much of anything. He helped me fill out my independent business agreement that Eugene's going to share and help you understand here in just a second. He did that. He worked with me part-time for 6 weeks. He's been paid over $10 million because he got me to interview at the company. You're going to hear in just a minute, you know a lot of people just like me. There's a lot of money on the line, folks. You're at the right place at the right time.